I'm Anastasia, and this is something that helped me. I know every story is different, but I hope that in this you can find something to help you as well. Best of luck.
I find that listening to uplifting motivational music really helps me if I turn it on first thing in the morning as I'm getting ready for the day. And when we were in the hospital as Ben recovered from his brain surgery, after the first night, the neuro-checks slowly started to be spaced out a little bit farther, and it started to feel like he really had turned a corner for the better, because the first night, I mean, they were in there every 30 minutes, and I don't know how long the checks took. Sometimes it felt like they took a long time, so they were maybe there for 15 minutes and gone for 15. Sometimes it felt like they were barely leaving the room when it was time for them to come back. So the first night felt very intense. But the next day, throughout the day, as they started to make the distance between those checks be longer, it really felt like we were going to make it through this, and it felt much better. And so at that time, I found some beautiful uplifting instrumental music to play in my earphones to just drown out the million beeps and buzzes and whirls coming from the hospital room and help soothe my frayed nerves. It always really amazes me the power that music has over me and over my emotions. I don't know if this is as true for everybody else as it is for me, but I find that it is a tremendous difference on my emotions when I put on some calm, soothing music. It really helps to calm me and to soothe me. I feel just, I don't even know how to express it. I just feel it like a big exhale. I can feel the tension leave as the music just slows down my heartbeat, I guess, and just brings me to a gentler place. And so anyway, I don't know if it's that much for you, but it is for me. And so I really, really try to focus on remembering to put on some peaceful, calming music when I'm in stressful situations, because I know that as I focus on that music, it helps my stress to melt away. So I love Pandora. I create my own stations, and as I like songs, it creates playlists for me of the other songs that are like the one that I already like. And so for me, this is so much fun. I have all sorts of stations. Most of them are nice and calm, but sometimes it's fun to have a station that I turn on when I want to create a different feeling. So often for me, it's when I'm really exhausted in the morning because I didn't get enough sleep. And sometimes when I'm feeling that way, if I need to wake myself up and I need to get some energy flowing, I can turn on some really peppy music. I actually love the Piano Guys. I don't know if you've heard them, but they will play songs that were maybe like pop songs or songs that I would know from the radio, and they would play them in an orchestra situation or maybe just a cello duet or something like that. And so anyway, it would just be strings playing these upbeat songs, so there were no words or anything. But anyway, that quick paced upbeat music would really help me wake up and get going. And so I found that even in the hospital, it's kind of easy to fall into this like mommy zombie mode. And so sometimes I have to stand up and I have to dance around a little bit. Now, I never want to be jumping up and down because I know there's people in that other hospital room below me. And so I typically just do some high knee raises and dance with my arms. You know, I'm a big girl. I never did any kind of jumping or running in place, not wanting to make a ruckus for the people that were downstairs, but just doing different kind of kicks and arm exercises went well. And actually, I didn't know this back at the brain surgery time, but later in Ben's recovery, as we had other hospital stays, I found workout videos on YouTube that were specifically called dancer arms. And I found that this was so much fun. It would be 3 to 5 minutes, an entirely choreographed workout that was basically only your arms. They would like sway or do a couple little leg things, but it was mostly only arms. And I found that this was perfect for the hospital because whether Ben was sleeping or awake, probably he was always sleeping when I did this, it didn't bother anybody and it didn't make any noise, and it got my heartbeat up and it got my blood circulating and it got me feeling for at least a minute a little bit energetic and a little bit peppy, and that helped me. because most of my time in the hospital, like I said, I'm always trying to find some peace and some calm and some soothing, because what I really feel is stressful and fearful, anxious and overwhelmed and afraid, scared. That's the number one. So anyway, I really enjoyed these dancer arm videos, and I would just pair it with some high knee raises or gentle kicks or something, whatever. So that's enough about me and my dancer arm movies, but I would encourage you to write in your journal what's your favorite kind of music, your favorite song, and think specifically about your emotions. What do you like to listen to when you're sad? What do you like to listen to when you're angry? What about when you're scared or happy? What do you like to listen to when you feel like dancing? What other types of music do you enjoy? What type of music do you turn on when you want to feel hope and you want to feel hopeful? I don't know if you've created specific playlists before, but I would encourage you to do it. It really is fun, and I think there are different kind of free softwares that you can do that to do this these days. But anyway, I hope that you can find some peace, some calm, or some excitement and something to do and some distraction and some energy or whatever you need. I hope that you can find a way to help your own emotions get onto a more positive or uplifting or fulfilling plane by using music that you already love to support you in your journey as a caregiver or through recovery.
It used to really bother me. Every single person would say, I don't know how you do it. And for me, I realized the answer is 1 day at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time. People would say, I could never do that. Yes, you could, and you will. The journey is long and bumpy, but keep taking those tiny steps, and you can do this. I promise. Whatever is standing in front of you today, you can get through it.